guys, Michael here, and I'm going to be reviewing Ys VIII Lacrimosa of Dana for the PS4. The game was developed by Falcom and published by NIS America. This is one of the latest installments in the long-running franchise. My previous encounter with the franchise was Ys VII Memories of Salsetta for the PlayStation Vita. I had a lot of fun with that game, a lot of fun. That's probably one of my favorite games from the Vita. Falcom has a huge pedigree of making incredible RPGs that not only have old-school nostalgia, but immense world building and characters. Let's see if this game can continue in that honored tradition. So first we'll start off with the story. We find ourselves taking control of our favorite red-haired hero, Adol. Adol is a member of a passenger ship called the Lombardia that's headed for Xandria to the continent of Erysia. While sailing to the destination, the ship is attacked by a huge kraken. You have to do a boss fight too there. Kind of like the little tutorial for the game. And unfortunately, the ship is destroyed completely, and all of the inhabitants and the passengers are scattered and up on this alleged desert island, Sarin Island. Adol finds some of the passengers, and they decide to band together to survive the island's perilous environment. After reuniting with his friend Dogi and the captain, they ask Adol if he would use his adventuring skills to explore the island and find any passengers lost in the island. Everything changes when our Adol meets the enchanting maiden of the world tree, Dana. Uncovering the secrets of the island and trying to save the world become one and the same. The plot has some cliche aspects to it, but the narrative is very well developed thanks to the fleshed out characters and interpersonal relationships. Unlike the previous entry, Ys VIII zeroes in on relationships between characters and their personal motivations. This game does a great job of characterization and character growth. Even characters that I initially hated, like Laxia, oh gosh, she's like typical tsundere. I grew to like her a lot more as the story progressed. The writing of the game is very strong and more robust than before. Though Samandalo does get a bit cheesy for certain characters like Sahai, because he just sounds like generic pirate guy, it's only a small gripe I had. Now, in terms of gameplay, Ys VIII is a high-octane action RPG that has a lot going on, and a lot of different facets of the game. When it comes to combat, it's rather simple yet very effective. You have access to a total of 6 characters that you meet over time in the game. You can switch between characters quickly by pressing square. Each character has their individual weapon type that is stronger and weaker depending on the monster you're facing. You have standard attack combo, special attacks, and super move. Special attacks can be chained together with your standard combo and into other special attacks. By holding R1 and pressing the face button to the side, you can use that specified as special attack. Your meter for special attacks gets refilled after attacking and hitting this glowing grass on the field, and also taking damage. Your super move, however, can be used after your meter is filled all the way up after attacking enemies. You can lock on the enemies too, which helps when targeting specific parts of monsters or just any monster on the field. For defensive options, there's a couple that you can use. You're given a dodge roll, which is your primary evasive maneuver. If you take the time to roll properly, you activate Flash Move, which acts much like Bayonetta's Witch Time, where everything around you slows down enemies and you can unleash a flurry of attacks. Also, you have Flash Guard, which acts like Flash Move, but you use R1 to get the perfect moment. I'm glad they added these evasive and defensive options because they were really lacking in the previous game. However, Flash Guard seems to be the hardest to pull off. You have to press the button at the same time as your special attack. It's hard to time it properly. Also, it's very hard to cancel out of attacks into the roll. If you're mid-attack and you're still doing the animation, you'll have to stop before you're able to do the roll. This is very frustrating, especially during boss fights, when Flash Move and Flash Guard would be the most needed. More gameplay components include fishing and interception missions. Fishing is the usual stuff you've done in other games, I won't even go into that. The interception missions are pretty much tower defense as mini-games. Your objective is to kill all the monsters trying to gain access to the village. You can add things like barricades, catapults, decoys, and more traps to stop the opposing monsters. While this minigame is fun, it can be monotonous at times. Moreover, the game is a semi-open world game. You're able to explore any way you choose, given you have enough villagers to help. The game is somewhat linear with the illusion of fully open world. One feature I enjoyed are campsites and recovery stones. These not only replenish your health, but act as warp points on this map. Much like Rendia, campsites allow for you and your characters to bond and converse. Finding castaways is the most important thing to do. Each potential villager will allow you to progress in the game and give you access to the shops. After finding them one by one, you'll be able to create equipment, buy items, and renovate the island. Each one of these castaways have their own personality and backstory, which makes each one unique. You will be able to complete side quests for these characters and will help you improve your ratings with each character as well. A high rating will help you obtain the best ending in the game. Another important aspect of the gameplay are the key items, or the adventure items. Much like other games, these items afford you special abilities that help you progress through the game, much like gloves to help you climb, a light crystal to illuminate dark places, and special boots to help you traverse swamps. I thought the game had a lot to offer in terms of gameplay, but I did feel like it wasn't as varied as Memories of Celceta. While the gameplay experience is streamlined, it did feel predictable and less exciting at times. As far as the visuals and music are concerned, the visuals aren't exactly pushing the boundaries for what the PS4 can actually handle, but given that they're a limited amount of resources, they were able to create a really visually pleasing game through the way of a really interesting art direction, great character design, and scenery. The music in the game is what you expect from any Falcom game. Very, very explosive, very well composed music, and it helps to make the game even better because it gives the game a good, punctuation to the already incredible gameplay you get. In conclusion, while the game had limited graphical power, Falcom was able to play to their strengths, which include incredible art direction, scenery, and character design. The gameplay is fast-paced, high-octane, but can be repetitive after a while. There's a lot to do in this game and has a lot of replay value. The biggest improvement is the characterization and story. Music is still as magnificent as you expect from the composers at Falcom. Alright, so that's my review for Ys VIII Lacrimosa of Dana. What do you guys think? Are you about to pick this game up today? Do you think it's a good title? I think it's amazing. I think it's probably one of the best titles to come out this year, actually, too. And if you disagree, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next time.